Okay, so here's the second part of my GS30 Shadow 2M combination review. And as you can see, I've actually moved house, and everything's in disarray, including the fact that over there in bubble wrap is my monitor, my current monitor, and there's all the bits. So effectively, my entire setup, my beautiful setup that I had before, has been completely disassembled and moved over here. And I haven't had the time to set it up, but before that, you know, if you're gonna test out a high-end gaming machine, what I finally ordered finally arrived. You know, if you're gonna have a GTX 970 gaming overclocked, you're gonna wanna have a good monitor to go along with it. Yep, I paid for this myself. Ah, my god. Yes. Why go for this monitor? Yep. Well, I went for it. Acer. What was it? Okay, come on. Remembering the model number. XB280HK. Yep, there we go. This is the only 4K GSYNC monitor in the world. Except for the fact that, what was it, Asus is making a new one, I believe? Yes, but that's going to be hell expensive because A is by Asus, you know. Asus is expensive, always. So, effectively, that's obviously not an option. This is the only 4K GSYNC monitor in the world. And so I was like, well, that just makes my life easier, doesn't it? I want 4K GSYNC, so, well, now it's here. And yes, I know, I'm not going to run games at ultra settings anymore, because that's not going to work, obviously. And in the process, while I was, getting here, I lost my one of my unboxing knives. Now I've got this multi-tool. Whatever. Okay, so, that's this multi-tool. It's not as good as my other knife, but it's gonna get the job done, because I hope I can find that knife somehow, because I really did like it. Now, how the hell do I... Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to remove the knife from it freaking... Ugh. Okay. Let me calm down and be a bit more professional. Okay. Well, that took longer than expected, just to... Okay. So, come on, let's begin this already. Alright. I'm just unboxing this, so, you know, before I get on with the rest of the review, so bear with me. You don't have to bear with me, of course, you can always just skip to the other part, where I start testing this monitor and my setup is finished being rebuilt. Mother of God. You know what, they even gave me, like, a little mini trolley to bring this with me, because they were like, you know, it's gonna be heavy, and my reaction was, it's not heavier than any of the other boxes I've moved around that are filled with books. So no, it was helpful, it was quite useful actually, but now, carrying it up the stairs, okay, this is difficult. How does one open the box? Oh, jeez. I've also got limited space, so it's a bit difficult unboxing this, you know. I literally have limited space, and I can't do much about it. Okay. How the hell do I remove this? How in the name of God? Damn, this is gonna take a long time. I'll just get it out the box first. Alright, that happened. Good thing I paused, because that took a hell of a lot longer than expected. What do we have? This is the USB pass-through, you know. USB pass-through, the extra USB ports for the monitor. Free DisplayPort cable, obviously. Because it's actually quite hard to get one of these where I'm living right now. I had to seriously... But that was difficult. This, warranty... Is that just warranty? Is there like no instruction manual? God, no, I need an instruction manual. This is the power. Obviously. What do you know? This... Oh, hang on a minute, is that... Oh my god, it took a while to register. Yes! UK, for God's sake. One less adapter I need right now. That's one less adapter I need. It's a UK plug, for God's sake. Thank heavens. Okay, this is obviously the base, and... Are you serious? Okay, stop being an idiot. Face, get off now. Face. Okay. Maybe I'm the one being the idiot. Where's my knife? Oh, who cares? Forget the knife. Too lazy. No, don't be a dick. Oh. So the rotating... Yeah, this is the monitor stand. It has, of course, the monitor stand, being heavy and all, rotates on its base. That's great and all. That's awesome, actually. I love the fact that the monitor stand rotates on its damn base. That's great. It's great. The monitor rotates. Okay, there's that stand. You stay there. I've got limited space to deal with right now. Oh god, getting the monitor itself out is gonna be a pain. I can tell from that. Are you serious? Oh. Okay. Patiently. 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 Just ease this out. Jesus Christ. Come on. Just don't be like this. There's absolutely no reason to be like this right now. Okay. Here we go. This is for whatever. This is the stupid stand. Stand. Oof, it's actually quite heavy. Jeez, ouch. And what's underneath here? The monitor, except it's backwards. You know what, I'll show you the monitor on my desk once the rest of my setup is complete. So, until then, give me a second. It's gonna take a while to complete my setup, so I'll see you in a while. When I said I would be back soon, I didn't expect 1 week. Well, welcome to my new room. What happened? I was having difficulty, like, people came over for, like, whatever, a new house party, whatnot, and multiple things, including setting up the outside of my house, not just my room itself, but it's been a week, and I actually did my setup on the second day. So, if you're wondering, it's been a week. The good news is, I now have experience to the point where I can actually review my monitor and my dock together in one of my best setups yet. No, seriously, this is one of the best setups I've got, and give me a minute. Like that. There we go. Just turning the flash on because it's dark underneath my bed. If you haven't noticed yet. Wow. What do you think? Well, my setup isn't what you came here for. What you came here for was a full-on review on the GS30 Shadow, right? So I was here to do the second part, which is the dock. As of right now, you can see it's docked in because it's in sleep mode too. So I can't really remove it right now without shutting down my computer. So that's gonna be, yeah, it's not plug and play, mind you. You have to turn off your computer every time you want to swap. So no, it's not that you can just do work on something here, close it and pull it off and then continue working. You have to save your work, close down your computer, and then, oh yeah. Because it was extremely difficult to do this in the first place. Alright, so this is an overview of the dock, not the notebook, remember? The front right here is a speaker. Give me a second. Yeah, as I was saying, I just went to turn down the fan speed to low, so it didn't interfere anyway. This at the front is a speaker. I'm not going to say anything complicated about it, because my simple answer is, don't use it. It sucks. Really, really badly. There have been billions of people out there that have said it sucks. The speakers on the laptop aren't that bad actually, even though they're downward facing. I've had it for, you know, about more than a week. So I know that the speakers don't actually suck. If it's on a flat surface, you can actually hear them quite well. They're better than like any 13-inch notebook. Nah. That's an exaggeration. Definitely not. There are plenty of better speakers out there, but it's a decent quality speaker, and you're not going to have any trouble like with the speakers itself. I've used them in noisy places, and the speakers weren't that bad. provided you were on a flat surface. It's a bit not so great when you're using it on your lap or on a bed, because then the sound gets muffled because they're downward facing. But I don't use the... yeah, that's the issue with it. Otherwise, the speakers in the laptop are fine. This, however, is a complete disaster. You see, look how this entire panel here with the screws is the speaker. They could probably have shaved off a lot of size on this thing if they just not added the speaker. They could have made this like a mesh vent for better airflow and air circulation, but instead, no. Or maybe a glass side panel for style. The Dragon is cool, but no. The speakers on it suck. They suck a lot. Don't even use them. These speakers here, these were originally clip-on laptop speakers, but I'm actually using them as alternate speakers to my Siberias for, you know, when I don't want to put headphones on in my setup, because they're still really good. They're actually really good. Having them upside down or not doesn't make a difference to the sound quality. They're USB, so they're still really good. This sucks so much. This, not even a joke. It's too... what's the word? It's not too tinny, it's just too... it doesn't sound right, is the best way I can put that. It doesn't sound right. Don't use it. Ever. If you happen to have one, of course, but... enough ranting on about the speakers. Well, we have the graphics I/O port on the left side with, right now, one display port going to my GSYNC monitor, of course, and the only HDMI port going to the back of my 1080p monitor over there. Yeah, inside, I think I've already said about it. It's MSI GTX 970 Gaming 4G. I think. That's what it said on the label, of course. And the 450 watt desktop power supply. It's a standard power supply. Yep. But do note that even though it's a desktop power supply, the laptop is still a laptop, so usually to have something like a high-powered graphics card in it, you would need a bigger desktop power supply because of the desktop components, but the laptop really doesn't draw that much power from it, which is why a 450 watt power supply could theoretically handle Titan X. But don't put a Titan X because of the CPU bottleneck, but it could theoretically handle a Titan X because the laptop draws so little power from the 450 watt power supply. I found that when running at high loads for the 450 watt total with an overclock, I think I was doing what? 250 watts or something? Maybe that's just me being incorrect. Yeah, don't rely on that. I'm gonna use Dragon Gaming Center to check the values accurately while I'm actually playing a game. When I do a benchmark of the dock, well, kind of. We'll just show you gameplay on it so you can see for yourself. But that's it for the left side. On the right side, if I can get around here, you have an exhaust vent. Is that an exhaust vent or an intake vent? I can't tell. Jeez, whatever. And you have 4 USB 3.0 ports, 3 of which I've used up already. A killer gigabit Ethernet port, and headphone and mic audio port, which I don't really use since I have USB speakers. And oh god, you can see the dust forming on it. Jeez, that's not very good. I should probably dust that off. Off. Jesus, this is annoying. Good news is, I can still have this under my bed because dust can't get on the PCI 16 Express slot if my laptop is docked. And I usually have my laptop docked unless I am taking it somewhere, which is usually like for a day, so dust doesn't accumulate that way. Did I just shake my setup? Oh, okay. I hate when that happens. But anyway, yeah, we have the power button on the side, the lock and unlock switch on the side, as well as the docking mechanism itself. Well, the way it works is you can't actually turn it on from the laptop. You have to press the power button from the side here to turn it on and off, so that it actually uses the desktop graphics card. Otherwise, it won't do anything. So, and And also, even though this is pretty secure, it doesn't move around. I'm not going to show you, but just be careful with this because you can actually lift it up, and I've accidentally lifted it up like once or twice a tiny bit, but don't actually do that while it's connected. Even though MSI has fail-safe measures where the laptop automatically shuts down upon disconnection from the card, you don't want to end up bricking your system somehow. So don't do that. Do not lift it up. You can press down on it, you can move from side to side, nothing will happen, but don't lift it up. Just a note, if anyone else hasn't noticed that yet. But seriously, that's it for the dock. There's nothing else at the back. Nothing. Literally nothing. Nothing on the underside. Nothing. On the top, if I were to remove the laptop, you'd see a PCI 16's express slot, which this docks into, and that's it. Nothing else remarkable about that. So I've spent 10 minutes on the dock. Oh, the doorbell rang. Okay, great timing too. After this, we're going to do some benchmarks of me using my overclocked GTX 970 with the stock and without the stock, just for whatever. You'll see when I actually start doing them. So 1080p 60, because not many people actually have 4K even though it's a 4K display. But see you then.
What better way to start with than the classic games? So, 4K benchmarking on a classic game. I know you're interested in all the Battlefield 4 and, Assassin's Creed Unity and Shadow of Mordor. Don't worry, I've got those on hand. I'm just showing you a wide variety of games, not just the most popular thing that happens to show up every year. I can understand because, it's handy to use them because they're specifically whatever. But 1080p 60 FPS, sorry I can't record in 4K. It's just that it would take up a really big amount of space, a shit ton of space. Seriously, okay. So look, so there you go. Maxed out. I understand it was created in 2011 to 2012, so I know it's an old game. It's around, what 3 years? No, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Yes, it's 4 years old. So that's 2 generations. It's a pretty old game, but as you can see, if you're running games older than 2013, if you're running games made in 2013 and older, don't worry, you're gonna get pretty darn good frames on
Ezio, do you remember the printer we sent into hiding?
Oh yeah.
And I remember the Templar
gameplay.
brute nearly killed
It probably
him.
doesn't
That
look
same
as
brute
good
has now set
for
his
you
sights on
right
the
now.
printer's father, a local herald.
It
A
also
cruel way to
it
draw
really,
his real target out into the
I'm just
open,
gonna wait for
though.
Ezio to stop talking.
We should warn the father and get rid of this Templar.
Okay. It probably doesn't look as good for you, because it doesn't look good for me right now because of
Mi scusi, signore.
frame rate drop.
Your son has stirred up some trouble. Enough that the men
But
looking
don't
for
worry.
him may come for you
I've
now.
got
My son?
GSYNC,
But he is a
so it
humble
looks
printer,
perfectly fine for me.
and I a simple herald. Why would anybody want to hurt us?
Words can wound like any blade, amico.
Ezio, I think we are being watched. Can you see anything?
Templars, do you see them?
Evet, Mentor.
Also because I'm using the Labyrinth Lossless Codec, so it's not as good as RGB, definitely not. But I'm trying to get... Oh god, nope, don't touch him! Out! 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 Do not touch him! Out! Get off! Get off, get off, get off! Up! That was pointless. What? I always try to get full synchronization, so... Well, this entire thing was pointless. I just did a little bit more gameplay, just to show you. It works perfectly fine. Oi. Oi. So much stuttering, jeez. G-Sync won't help if the video recording software is being GX30. Why? Hey, don't touch the herald! Oh, you. For God's sake! Apprentice, what? Okay, I think that's quite enough. I think that's quite about enough of this.
I hope peace brings you here, Honored One.
I seriously think it's time we just get on to the next game. This is starting to get annoying. You! Oh, sorry. There you go. This is some Revelations gameplay. And I'll see you in the next portion. Now here is Monstrum. It's a more modern game, yet again. It's like It's a pretty high-end game. Don't judge it. It was made last year. No, seriously, on my GT60, I tried to run the game max 3K and I got 30 FPS. I don't know whether it's an issue with optimization or something, but I could tell that this game is pretty graphics intensive, despite what you may think. Seriously, it's pretty graphics intensive. 4K, very high, full screen shadows, no VSync, because it messes with the X-Story. Display prompts, advanced options, DLAA. I have no idea if that's the highest or whatever, but DLAA because it's there. Anti-aliasing, blah 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 blah. So far, so good. Now the question is, what FPS am I gonna get? I don't even know, because I've never. This is the newer version of Monstrum, the fully completed version of Monstrum, and oh dear, the FPS just went like that. FPS itself is just the menu. Because right now, is that 2 FPS I see? No, okay. It's just a fluke. Because it's stuttering every now and then. I swear I have G-Sync enabled for this, and no V-Sync on. What am I getting? Oh, not too shabby, what? Apparently, according to you, it's not showing me FPS right now, because I've tried, but I can't shift tab. Interesting. Oh, Jesus. I can't shift tab, yeah. Sorry. Wait, is there an FPS option? No, there is no FPS option, of course. Naturally. What's this? Was C again? Yeah? Okay, right. It says for you, you're getting... what? According to you, you are currently getting, what, 30, 40-ish FPS? Yes, I told you, this game is graphics intensive as hell. Don't judge it by its appearance. I can already tell this ain't 60 FPS. This looks more like 35? No. G-Sync's doing its job, so it looks like... I'm not a veteran, so... this looks like 45-ish to me. And yeah, I think so, so... yeah, let's see some gameplay on max settings. With DLAA on. Okay. Note 10. Something's gone seriously wrong. Hoping don't get too carried away with Monstrum. Let's just do some quickly. I swear. I wonder which one it is. The one with the camera? That one? Or... oh, shoot. No! 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 Don't do this to me! I'm not ready! I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready! Oh, Jesus! I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready! No! I wasn't ready yet! Oh, God. That's stupid as hell. I swear I can hear it. I've only got a fuse. I'm screwed if it catches me. In 4K, this is going to blow my mind. I swear to God, if it's in here, I'm gonna rage. Oh. It's not very promising. For God's sake, keep everything locked. No, close it. I was trying to lock it, but whatever. You're gonna be like that, then fine. Oof. And what? Okay, anything in the wardrobes? No. There's absolutely nothing here. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, shoot! No! If it's the vent monster, I'm gonna... where's the camera? It's over there. Okay. I prayed to myself it's not the vent monster, or I'm screwed. If it's the camera one, that's fine. It just notices you're there. But the vent monster comes through the vents wherever the cameras are, and that sucks. And I think you've probably seen enough of this already. What was that? My own breathing? To get an idea of how the FPS works. Yeah. I think you've got it down by now. The FPS in this game is pretty darn decent. See, it's quite surprising. I'm not getting 60 on this game, because it's actually quite high end. So yeah. I don't know, this isn't AAA. I would consider this, what? A AA game with really high graphic settings? Yeah, so if you're playing games in this range, you'll be just fine too with the GTX 970. Oh wait, I could overclock. Oh wait, I haven't overclocked this yet. Right, so this is non-OC. I've gotten to the point where an overclock would probably help me, but I'm not gonna do it. That is for my other games. I'm gonna go on to the intensive games now, which actually require an overclock, so see you then. As you can clearly see, 30 FPS. Not that shabby for Shadow of Mordor. Now you're saying, what, 30 FPS for Shadow of Mordor? You'll be surprised. The higher end games designed to be used with NVIDIA graphics cards like Shadow of Mordor and Assassin's Creed Unity actually runs through the 30 FPS. Let me show you an example. Before I show anything else, right, of course. Video settings. 4K, no VSync obviously, because GSync. High, no texture filtering, and ultra. So basically, half ultra, half very high settings. And I'm getting 35-ish FPS. And it looks really good too. Dip. Together! Pay attention. I'm not paying attention, am I? Probably should have done a combat brand, but whatever. Oops, David, I tried that. Down here. Yeah, frames are dropping to 28-ish, so I'd say I'm gonna put the average frame rate at 30. Yep, the average frame rate is about 30. Yep, it's about 30. Yeah, so 30 FPS Shadow of Mordor. It actually looks pretty good. I'm having no problem playing this whatsoever right now.
From the side! Don't move!
I'm trying to get my categories. Okay, I'll let the categories take care of the people. Hey, away. I don't have time for this, sorry. I don't plan on dying, not again, and making Sauron's army stronger. Even though I completed the game, still, it's really annoying, you know. For God's sake, are they after me? No, they're not. Great. That would totally suck if they were. Wait, we flowered. The survival challenge, I suppose. Parkour! Except it's nowhere even near as good as that. Come on, scrubs.
Tar!
I don't know if you can press F. Gladly.
Somebody's sticking around! One-on-one, Ranger!
Oh, shut up. Go away, please. Pain. Pain. Come here.
Thank you.
Why not? Let's go, now. Is this good enough for you guys? I hope so, because an average 30 FPS. Deal with it.
Get him off his back.
Oh, for God's sake. Never mind. I'm leaving. Yep, so shall we move on to the last and final game? Woof. This game literally taxes my heart to death. Not this game, the final game. The final game literally taxes anybody's graphics card to the max. Partly because of its bad optimization. I think you know where I'm going with this. Well, this took me a while to get done, but Battlefield 4, I ended up having to switch to Shadow Play because, the story doesn't like Battlefield 4. So I don't know if anything has changed, but 4K, max settings, I don't use anti-aliasing because you don't need anti-aliasing at 4K. It's a waste of potential processing power. It just makes everything so slow. See, look, 4K, Ultra, and nope, I'm a noob at the campaign, okay? I barely play Battlefield 4, like, I have it, but I've barely played it. Like, I've literally just started, kind of. I kind of abandoned it for other games, but I play it every now and then just because it's, you know, graphically intense and fun just to run around and shoot things. I wish it didn't have such long loading times so I could get on with this. Hey, look, Shadow Play doesn't interfere. Now this is interesting. NVIDIA Shadow Play is not actually interfering with my game performance. Now, I'm contemplating swapping, actually. Right now, I'm contemplating swapping with, oh shit. Oi, off. See, look. 60 FPS, no way. Whoa. The FPS suddenly gets a hell of a lot better with Shadow Play. I may swap them. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Because I'm an idiot. Right. How do I do this again? Right. Okay. Idiot. Oh, I shouldn't have let them do that. Off. Out. Out. This is why Battlefield is fun. The graphics are way better than COD could ever be. Okay. Doesn't matter. You can say what you want about Advanced Warfare. Battlefield is the graphics game of fun. Oh my god, is my aim that bad? Has my aim gotten that bad with a PC? Oh wow. Apparently not.
Alright.
Just having a bad day. Oh, for God's sake. Can you not knife in Battlefield? Or am I just... Extremely suspicious, this is. God. For God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. What are you doing? Get down from... Oh, shoot. That up. Destructible environment. Well. Can you... not blow up the area, please? That would be nice. Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of switching to Shadow Play right now. I'm gonna try it out on, what was I gonna do? What do you call it?
Alright.
Another game sometime later. And see if it makes a difference, because if this is actually working quite well. Alright. No, you're not going anywhere. Off. Out. Are you serious? How? How is this guy here not dead? And he's running.
Incoming from the entrance. I'm taking
What?
cover.
What? Sorry, what, where? Oh, okay, up there.
We need to direct fire on them.
Wow. These guys, safe. Get out. Such a pain. Can't even concentrate properly anymore. Oh! Oh dear. That is a problem. That is a problem. That is a real problem. I ran out. Oh, okay, yeah, knifing is casual. No, what? Oh, well, why not? What nubs? Alright. I had to swap my weapon because, you know, for God's sake. Yeah, so I think this is enough gameplay for you. It works extremely well, Battlefield 4 on all the settings. So yeah. 46 FPS without a hitch. You could play at professional on 4K, so you don't have to complain about the FPS.
Focus! Push towards the back!
For God's sake. I'm just gonna run on in and gun them down. Yup. Wow. The level of idiocy in this is insane. Okay, I think that's quite enough to this point. Yep. Yeah, so I think that's quite about enough right now. So, let's move on to the next game. Whoops. Did I say I was gonna do the intensive stuff? Well, yeah, I couldn't forget Minecraft, but oh dear. Ag. There goes the FPS. Now, don't count the FPS you currently see. This is not 45 FPS. Without video recording, I get 45 FPS. I'm just because, Minecraft is a CPU intensive game. This is showing off the prowess of, what do you call it? Right now it's at 22 FPS. It's horrible. It's not that horrible. I mean, look, it's playable, but geez, barely playable. Look, 20 FPS, 21 FPS. Oh god, that sucks. But I was getting 45 FPS before, so don't count this. It's because this is testing out the CPU, because Minecraft is CPU intensive game. Even if I put a 90 Ti in here, it would make a hell of a lot of difference for like games like Shadow of Mordor and Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. But Minecraft, nope. It's CPU intensive, so I would still get 45 FPS anyway. These are the settings maxed out with shaders. Do not underestimate modded Minecraft. And okay, whatever. What's going on? Whatever. So, now video settings are maxed for without Optifine. Optifine it doesn't work on newer versions of Forge, so I'm stuck without it. But I'm using, you know, what is it? The Ultra Shader Pack? Yeah, I'm using the highest shader settings there are, the highest video settings, and the highest render distance, so I'm sure if I turn the render distance down, I could get better settings, but what the footage you see does not count. It doesn't count, okay? I mean, I'm just showing you what it would look like, but it's not, this is not the FPS you will get. You will get 45 FPS, so that's what I'm gonna put in the final total result. Okay? 45 FPS, that's what I'm gonna put in the final total result. 45 FPS. Not 21, 45. Obviously, it couldn't possibly be any other game. Do not let the menu fool you. The menu always is laggy on high settings. I'm like, even on Shadow of Mordor, this always happens. Ignore the menu. Just please calm down and ignore the menu for a bit. Starting to wonder whether borderless window is a bad idea. GSYNC off, obviously. Very high, 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 HBO plus and off. The shadows absolutely kill me, but I love the ambient occlusion, and I know reducing the ambient occlusion will make my gameplay better, but I love it the way it is, so it's not like I can do much about that. Yeah, without the ambient occlusion, it just doesn't look the same, if you know what I mean. It's hard to explain, but I'm trying to find out what FPS I'm really getting. Oof. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, I can see that now. Many people would consider this somewhat unplayable. Looks pretty playable to me, though. I'm not having any problems, but it's yeah. I can see why. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit laggy. 30 FPS. Not that laggy. It's dropping to the 28s to 29s, but still. Man. I think maybe I should reduce the ambient occlusion for the purpose of this video, because it looks like 30 FPS to me, for God's sake. Yeah, see, this really taxes your video card in. Hey, it's 30 FPS with the NVIDIA settings on at 4K, so calm down. He's on some of the highest. If I changed everything to medium, I'd get 60 FPS, so calm down. Okay, I'm just showing you what it would be like if you want to play 4K with the GS30 Shadow. Some of you will be cringing, but this is perfectly fine to me, because I don't know. It just feels that way. I'm not having any problems so far. Mind you, this is with my overclock on. Shadow of Mordor and Battlefield 4 were also using my overclock, because they needed it. For God's sake. Should probably... yeah. The question is, does the HBAO Plus setting need a... No, I just play with HBAO Plus on, but for the sake of it... don't do that. Don't do that. Nope. Oh, for God's sake. No. No, don't do that. To be honest. Alright then. Change this to SSAO. Just because... there you go. You may not see a difference, but I do. Just for the sake of this video, let's change it to SSAO. So you get a bit more... see, look. SSAO doesn't even make a difference when it comes to the frames. It's still 30 FPS anyway. I found that the thing that made the most difference to this game is actually the character textures. Which is why I've still got environment on max, but yeah. Now it's around the 30 to 32-ish mark. And then dropping down below, so... the average is 30 FPS. Again. For God's sake. I consider this playable, so... trust me. If you've used G-Sync for quite a while, you'll find this is okay, because... I prefer graphics over frame rates. There's only two types of gamers in this world. The frame rate people and the graphics people. I am the graphics people. And yeah, this would do so much better with a 980 Ti, for God's sake. You could run ultra settings and get a solid 35 FPS. Unoverclocked, mind you. So, for God's... okay, I think... now let's just go fight someone. Just to show you that you can play this frame rate. Oh, lag. Oh, stuttering. This isn't really... that wasn't the best. Let's find someone else to kill before you all rage at me. For God's sake. Looking around for someone else to kill, I can't seem to find anyone. Oh. Ah, here we go. Scrub. Come on, fight me. Fight me. Fight me. So sad. And the light of God. The light of God will end you. Yep, I don't see a problem. Average frame rate, Assassin's Creed Unity, 30. And that about wraps up all the games I was going to show you. Now, it's time for the final list. And for the final results. AC Revelations older than 2012. Unsurprisingly, 60 FPS. Obviously, I mean, come on. Everything maxed. Monstrum, 30 FPS. Kind of surprised me. I was expecting more, but then again, maybe if I turned the anti-aliasing down, it might have helped. Because, you know, I would just... for the sake of maxing it, I did that. Okay. Shadow of Mordor, 28. Yeah, I reconsidered it. It's 28. It's about 28. And then we have, I think it was Battlefield 4 with 60. Naturally. That isn't even... Battlefield 4 is pretty graphics intensive, but not that graphics intensive for new cards. And we have Minecraft. Well, no genius. It's a CPU intensive game, so the video clips you watched weren't exactly accurate. Like, I turned it off and I started getting 45 FPS again, because, well, there you have it. And the last one, Unity. Obviously, maxing Unity is impossible. Even the Titan X only gets, what, 30 FPS to 35, barely on that limit. So, yeah. Well, that's everything. If you enjoyed, well, leave a like and, you know, subscribe, because I'm actually getting my 980 Ti pretty soon. I mean, pretty soon, I mean like in a few days. Because this video, I'm sorry about like this video and how long it took, but it's been made out of the course over the course of a month. So yeah, the time span difference between the beginning of this video and the end of this video is quite a bit big. So anyway, I'm out.